First time ever trying porcupine. All right, guys, I'm back, and I got a new bow, and it just so happens tomorrow is the opening day of deer season, so we gotta get practiced up with this. This is a new Osage orange longbow, and you might be thinking that's a recurve, but a recurve is when the string actually contacts the limb here, and it doesn't contact. It's just a reflexed, deflexed style longbow here, and just happens to be made out of what I think is the best bow wood in the world. I think a lot of people would agree with me on that. It's Osage orange. Got the snake skin on the back here. I'm not quite finished painting it yet. I'm gonna paint some like little pictographs from the caves around here on the back of this. I think that'll look good. See how it shoots before we head out hunting in the morning. We might be able to go out and see if we can get us something for dinner tonight. Some small game with it. Shooting a, we got a single bevel, about 650 grains total on this arrow. I was pulling 49 pounds at 27 inches, which is my draw length. So at 28, what would that be? Probably about 54 pounds. So definitely not a weak bow. Still got to adjust my knock point on it there, but let's take a shot at this target here and see if I can hit it. Bullseye. Well, let's hope it shoots that straight in the morning on a deer. I could really use some venison here at the homestead. We've long since ran out of last year's deer. That one's in the bullseye too. That's one thing about a longbow. I mean, that's not very far. That's probably about 7 yards. When you're hunting with this primitive equipment, you really want to get them close. I think that's what makes it so fun hunting with equipment like this, is the challenge. Sure, with the compound, it'd be a pretty much guaranteed deer every day here, but with this, it is definitely far from a guarantee, because I need them inside of about 13 yards, so hopefully we can get them close tomorrow. That heavy arrow with the single bevel really does, it just blows right through that target. She's deadly. All right, it's still dove season here, so I'll go see if I can get my cameraman to go and do some filming with me. Maybe we can get us a dove with this bow on day one of having it. Dove flying everywhere. Got our flu arrows here. These just have blunt points on them, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna get some shots here at some dove. Oh, I clipped him. Did you hear that arrow impact him? First shot. I gotta go try to find that arrow. Oh my gosh, there's more. That arrow might be a goner. Boys, are we in South Texas or are we in Argentina? This is insane. Gotta get down. If I get down like this, I think we can get some to land here in this tree. Oh, that arrow went a long way. Missed that one by that much. That arrow's probably a goner. One trick I do with these new flus is I got reflector tape to where I can come back in here at night and shine a flashlight, and that reflector should stick out like a sore thumb. How did I miss that? 5 yards in a tree. Only got one arrow left, and then I'm gonna have to go look for those. Holy cow. Look at all those. That's insane. Woo, woo, woo. Well, that was the last of my arrows. Look at this. Holy cow. This is insane. Groups of hundreds of these things. All right, well, I found 2 of the arrows. Got a little bit of time left here. them coming at me, not away.
Coming in. Coming in right there.
Look at all those deer right there. All right, I guess that was a pretty good warm up for deer season. Let's go back to the cabin and sharpen these arrows up, make sure they're razor sharp for in the morning. Oh, a bunch of deer, but not the one I wanted. I'm gonna hold out and get that big buck. That took all of my willpower to not just shoot those rabbits first thing this morning and call it a day. But all right, I'm gonna head back.
Coming out.
Oh! Look at him compared to my foot there. All right, heading back for the afternoon hunt. I'm gonna go ahead and take the e-bike instead of the pickup like we took this morning because it's a lot quieter. All right, made it to the deer blind. Fingers crossed that big buck comes in this afternoon. It still feels like summer around here. It's extremely hot. I've got a water trough set right out there, so that water ought to bring something in. And these last few weeks I've had pictures of axis deer, a big one, a black buck, all dad, and what else? And a bunch of whitetail coming to this feeder right here. You never know what's gonna walk out around here. I don't think it gets any better than hunting with a longbow. A wooden longbow with wood arrows. This is what it's all about. I could tag out on this ranch in one day with a rifle. I could shoot all 5 of my deer for the whole year in one day. But with a longbow, it'll probably take me all season to get those 5. The water out here in this desert brings in all kinds of animals. We were absolutely covered up with does. Alright, morning number 2. At game camera pictures, my big buck, he was here about an hour ago. So I snuck in here really quiet. I didn't hear anything run off, so he's still here somewhere. That's 7 yards right there, broadside. And while this is definitely a nice buck, it's not quite the one I'm after. He's a little bit young. Next year, he might be a shooter. This is just about as big as these desert whitetail get out here. And that's him. That's the 10-pointer I've been after. He's just got to take a couple more steps here, and I'm going to take the shot on him. And just like that, he's gone. They don't get old by being dumb. I would say that was a pretty successful morning. Saw tons of deer, and the deer I've been after all this time did come in. That's just one thing about hunting with a longbow. It's never a guarantee. With a compound bow, that would have been a guarantee, but I heard a strange noise in the dark that I've never heard before, and I walked up on these guys here. And there he is on the right side of the feeder. I've got to get him to the left side here so I can take the shot on him. Just one more step and I'm going to let the arrow fly. The porcupines made a noise and spooked him. Let's see if we can find that porcupine that just scared my buck away. There he is right there. His quills deflected my first shot like armor. Get a clear angle on him here. Oh, that was a good hit. He's wobbling. I've been wanting to try porcupine meat a really long time. I've heard from a lot of people that it's pretty dang good, but looks like we're gonna get to find out today. My grandpa's actually waiting for me back at the cabin, so I'll get him to help me cook it up and see how it tastes. we got breakfast. This will be probably one of the more unique breakfasts I've ever had. I've got to be really careful even just touching this thing because there are quills everywhere. All right, let's head back to the cabin. This is some rather dangerous cargo. Well, I got a bloody arrow.
Deer or what?
Well, let's just say I got breakfast, but it's not what we were after. I had that big buck I've been after come in. If he could have just took one more step, we'd have got him. But look what's in the pouch there.
Oh my gosh.
Look at the quill sticking through the...
Oh.
He poked me every time I touched him. You think we can eat it?
Sure.
Oh, this is quite certainly going to be the most interesting animal I've ever tried to skin. I always see tracks out there that look like miniature bear tracks, and I reckon that's what it is. That's a very unique pad on those feet there. These are weird animals. They kind of remind me more of a sloth than anything. They don't move real fast because they don't have to, because they've got all these spines on them. The back end of him's covered in spines, but when I roll him over here, the underneath is a real soft fur, so I'm gonna gut him just like I would a deer. Well, I successfully got the meat off of him, and let's just say he poked me more times than I poked him. That hurt. Golly, look at the dove flying. That is insane. I think we're gonna go dove hunting this afternoon. I don't even know how to explain the smell the animal had. It's a smell I've never smelled before, almost like a musky smell, but the meat doesn't really smell bad. It smells good and it looks really good. There's a lot of fat on that. Let's get seasoned up here. Fire looks like it's burned down about perfect.
Oh yeah, it's sizzling.
It is looking good. Looks like big chicken legs, kinda.
I think it's getting close to done.
All right, you wanna set them on this plate?
This one's gonna be the rarest.
I'll eat that one. Looks like barbecue.
It's like chicken leg.
All right. First time ever trying porcupine.
Tastes like some of your jerky.
It's stringy.
Yeah, but it tastes good.
Very good flavor to it. There's a lot of fat in the meat, which is a good quality of wild game meat that most of it doesn't have. But texture-wise and flavor-wise, it's pretty dang good.
Even the burnt part.
Next porcupine, I think we'll put it in the slow cooker and cook it slow like a roast. I think that'd be really good.
Yeah. With potatoes and onions.
All right, guys, that's it for today's video. Don't forget to click that like and subscribe button, and I'll catch you next time.